Is there anything I can do, sir? Please. Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please. I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you. Please. Please. Please.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You're not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Today's video takes us to Marion, Ohio, where we're going to listen to an ex-police chief, at least that's what he says, spew his hatred for just about everyone. Oh, he's an Archie Bunker type for sure. So I'll sit back, watch, have a good night, but most of all, enjoy.
And for people like that fat-ass Georgia Transparency to call him out, that's bullshit. I'd like to sock Georgia Transparency and right in the jaw, but he'd probably swallow my hand, you know, as a snack. You know, and like I said, that Georgia Transparency, he must like dirt on his pecker, because Lana, that's a man. Ain't no doubt, man, that is a man. And I swear to God, if he's if he really wants to be a woman, he's the ugly woman I've ever seen in my life. But you know what? I don't play that I identify as. Never have, never will.
Now, for those of you who may not know or may be new to the channel, he's referring to Rusty Boy here on the left and Lana the Loon on the right. And let's continue. And don't hold back there, Chief. Tell us what you really think.
You born with you a man. You born without, you a woman. You may not like it. Tough shit. You know, but, you know, say, I identify as, my pronouns are. First of all, I don't give a what you identify as, and your pronouns can themselves too. I don't play that kind of shit. And I don't like cancel culture. And I don't like people trying to take down YouTube channels without evidence or any kind of facts whatsoever. And I'm not going to let anybody bag on one of my friends like that. Wrangler and Kimmy, I consider them friends. I try to catch their live streams as much as I can, but sometimes I'm kind of busy when they have them, and I go to AA a lot, so...
Oh, now that makes perfect sense. He goes to Alcoholics Anonymous quite a bit. Matter of fact, in one of his videos, he said he tried to off himself. Yeah, he was so drunk he tried to off himself. You got serious issues there, ex-chief. I don't know why you call yourself chief. You're an ex-chief, former chief.
Sometimes the meetings kind of interfere with the live streams that I'd like to watch from Wrangler. But yeah, that Russ, I think his name's Pickron, or Russie Fat Ass, that's what I call him. I think he's full of shit. I really do. And if Lana was in the Air Force, that's all you need to say about the Air Force. They say, oh, well, the Air Force has higher PT standards than any military. You know who says that? People in the Air Force. You know, I doubt if Marines or soldiers or sailors would agree with that. You know, like they have the hardest PT standards. But, you know, because I know a little bit about the military. I was never in the military. I was a police officer. But I did go through ROTC in college.
Did you get your teeth knocked out in college, tough guy? Yeah, because he said he doesn't have bad dental work. He just got his teeth knocked out. He was in a fight. Where were you in a fight at? Was it in college, or did some perp knock them out for you?
I was never in the military. I'm not embarrassed by it. It's not like you have to be in the military to be somebody, you know, but if the military's for you, it's a great system. I've known a lot of guys when I was going through ROTC that are still in the Army or the Navy or the Marine Corps or the Air Force, Sheriff Force. Anyway, you know, so, I mean, if it works for you, it's a great system. If it doesn't, no big deal. You know, I mean, they might bring back the draft, because if we get into a world war, yeah, we're going to need more troops. We're going to have more bodies. So it's going to come down to it where they're going to say, look, you know, we're going to start pulling selective service numbers, and if you don't show up, you're going to jail. So I don't know if it's going to come to that yet, but like with the Israeli conflict, Biden's starting to chicken out. That puss is starting to act chicken out. He had the Gerald R. Ford move further away from the Israeli coast, and I think that's kind of a little bit of a message to Netanyahu. Hey, you're kind of going overboard. You know, quit unaliving so many people. And Netanyahu's like, "Dude, man."
Oh, yes, indeed. We were always taught growing up to never discuss politics, religion, or sex in mixed company. This yahoo hits on all three in this video. Watch him put his foot in his mouth some more.
They attacked us first. They're getting what they deserve. And you know what? The Japanese are like, don't do it. Don't attack somebody and expect them to just take it and not attack back. Don't do it. The Japanese found out all about that in World War II. They're like, don't do it. Not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. So they did. The Palestinians and Hamas, they attacked the Israelis, and now they're crying about getting spanked. You can't make this shit up, people. You can't make it up. And you know what? If I ever hear anybody saying, from the rivers to the sea, Palestine will be free, I'm going to knock them right in the nose. I won't even introduce myself. I would just go up there and go, boom! You know what? Keep that Palestinian shit to yourself. This is America. Anyway, but yeah.
Oh, yes, indeed. Chief Tuttle, how many of you had to drink today? You sound like you might have had a few. Why would you hate on that many people for absolutely no reason, man?
Palestinians started this shit. You know, if you get dealt with, that's the old saying, around and find out. The Palestinians around, now they're finding out. And now they're saying, well, you're getting too, you're going overboard, you're killing all of our people. Hey, man, you should have thought about that before you stormed our goddamn country and killed a bunch of people. You know, now you're crying, saying, you want to cry foul. It's like the Palestinians are like frauditors, man. They push and they push and they push and they push. And when somebody hits them or pushes them back, they'll call the cops. You just assaulted me. You touched my camera. My camera's an extension of myself. How'd you like your camera up your ass? That'll make it an extension of yourself. Anyway, but that's the thing. The Palestinians are like, well, we Jews, they're not going to do anything. We have human shields. And I said this a long time ago. They don't care about human shields. In their minds, the Jews that get killed in that kind of offensive are going to heaven. The Palestinians are all going to hell.
It's pretty scary to think that this guy was once a chief of police. It's scary to think that he was a police officer at all. But wait, he's not finished. He's got some more ranting to do. Let's listen in.
So, and I said that, Muslims can kiss my ass. I'm red, white, and blue American, and I've always been, and I've always will. And the Palestinians can kiss my red, white, and blue American balls. I'll tell you what. And it's not even the Palestinians. It's the Iranians. It's the Jordanians. It's the Syrians. There's a lot of Arabs out there that want to take a little chunk out of what we have. But now we're starting to really get pissed off. We've struck Iraq, and we've struck certain targets around where ISIS normally is, but now a lot of Iran-backed proxies are, and ISIS and the Iran-backed proxies don't even get along. They both have different, they both have different philosophies and different ways of following Islam, but, it's going to start getting rough. If Iran pushes it,
well, now that's about enough of all of that nonsense. I can only take so much of that stuff. Pure hatred for people. For what reason, man? I don't know. Have you ever interacted with any of those people that you really, truly hate? Yeah, maybe you should enroll at a local community college so you can get to know some of those people you hate. Then maybe you wouldn't hate them so much. For whatever reason, I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. But at any rate, if you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by, Loose Cannon. I mean ex-chief of police. Yeah. Cheers to that. By the way, get yourself a real job, sonny boy.
I've actually studied English, and I have over a 400 level education in English. I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
No reason. I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
I'm gonna arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah, we're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to
Yes, you do.
record you in public, man. No,
Actually,
that's
you
the
do.
law.
Oh, is that like a law?
against the law.
Oh, what law is that? Funny, because I've never heard about that. I pay for that uniform, I pay for that car, I'm the taxpayer, right? You work for me, right? You're just a little guy. You're just a little guy. You work for me. You are a public servant. You are a public servant. You work for me.